I was serving other people, but with a lot of anger and a lot of resentment, to be frank. I didn't know about giving grateful service. And when I heard about giving grateful service, I thought, oh, maybe I'm not doing this the right way. So that's kind of how my background ties into the talk today. Now, what made me pick self-care is I'm a medical social worker. I work at Kaiser, and I work in a neurology department. So I talk with a lot of caregivers, people who are taking care of their family members, their loved ones, who have lost, due to illness in this case, lost their independence. And I really see there how the self-care is missing. In fact, in a lot of cases, it's just gone away. There's no more. It's out of balance. That their self-care is out of balance. There's no more pleasant activities. There might be no more contact with social connections, so there's social isolation. And some of them, frankly, are just dealing with anxiety and depression. And I think not only our caregivers, but a lot of us can become out of balance. So my two main points. Self-care is not selfish. Let's repeat that. Self-care is not selfish. In fact, it's integral to our happiness. So that's my first point. And then my second point is that meditation is the supreme way of self-care, because it restores body, mind, and spirit all at once. So the yogis never said this, but to me, I think you get a lot of bang for your buck with the meditation, right? You're getting a lot out of it. So we know that we're out of balance, and the caregivers that I deal with, like I said, they're just exhausted. That's number one. They're exhausted. And they tell you, I have no time. And they might not. If they're a caregiver for someone who has lost their capacity to function independently, that's a 24/7 job. That's impossible. You can't have a life and care for someone else 24/7. So no wonder they're exhausted. They've cut back or cut out their self-care. They might not even go to their own doctor's appointments anymore. And not have pleasant activities, like I said, social isolation. And all of us have felt this way at some point, feeling out of balance. When we're in balance, we feel centered calmly in our true self. I think that's true. We feel free from anger when we're balanced. When we're in our center, we don't feel that anger coming out. We can feel kind towards all, loving and accepting towards everyone, even maybe the people who are not treating us how we would like to be treated. And we're gentle and loving, just to name a few of the things that we feel when we're in balance. And these qualities that are outlined, among others, in the Bhagavad Gita, they're qualities that uplift us, and they make us happy. They are spiritually ennobling qualities, so that's important to remember too. They make us happy because they're part of our true nature. This is who we truly are. We're tranquil, we're kind, we're gentle, we're loving. We don't need to do anything to create this. It's within us. We need to sweep away what's there, what has gotten on top of that, and what has gotten us out of balance. So when we return to balance, we can turn to the part of us that's united with spirit, our true self. When we open our eyes and we leave the meditation center or we leave our meditation chair, the peace doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop when we exit. It stays with us. and it stays with us for a long time. And as we practice meditation more and more, that peace just grows. And then it's something that we can access at any moment. And that's a wonderful realization that we have this meditation to restore us any instant, as long as we remember. As long as we remember. And it gives us that little, one of my teachers used to say, it gives you that little pause. Having that meditation, having that peace, gives you that little pause where you can say, how do I want to react? I can react this way, or I can go this way. I can get out of balance with my anger or my resentment, or I can be peaceful, and I can be kind and loving and gentle. Which way do I want to go? And when you have that thought, well, how else are you going to go? You know, and you have that in you. And it's nothing that needs to be created. You don't need to go out and get it. It's already there. It's inside of you. And your meditation helps you get in touch with that and helps you use that as a tool. The affirmation for calmness, maybe we can all read that together in a louder voice. So affirmation for calmness. Though the winds of difficulties howl around me, I stand forever calmly at the center of life's storms. Very nice. And now in a normal voice. Though the winds of difficulties howl around me, I stand forever calmly at the center of life's storms. And now in a whisper. Oh, the winds of difficulties howl around me, I stand forever calmly at the center of life's storms. And now silently, mentally, though the winds of difficulties howl around me, I stand forever calmly at the center of life's storms. And we can take that meaning in. So here you have another technique that will help you to restore your balance. Meditation is a wonderful means of self-care, restoring body, mind, and spirit. And we'll remember our two main points, that self-care is not selfish, it's integral to our happiness. And meditation is the supreme form of self-care because it helps to restore mind, body, and spirit. Thank you all.